Hey everybody, here's a quick rant and maybe I'll give you some food for thought. Iran has made it clear in the past that the minute they get a nuclear weapon, they're going to use it on Israel. Now, maybe at the time, the rest of the world thought, well, this is ridiculous. You know, they're just talking out of their asses and stuff. But if you think about North Korea acquired a nuclear weapon rather quickly. And they have like 1/100th the manpower and financial resources that Iran has. If Iran re- acquires a nuclear weapon, it changes the power dynamic in the Middle East. There is no chance of regime change if they get one. There is an imminent threat to them handing that nuclear weapon or weapons over to rogue states like Yemen. They could use this against Saudi Arabia or Iraq. They could use it against a whole host of other countries and change the dynamic of the world. And it would basically force the United States to go and nuke Iran for the sake of maybe, a few dozen crazy religious clerics in the country who push this, and the rest of the Iranian people are going to suffer. We know they're trying to enrich uranium. They're far past the point of where you could run it in a nuclear reactor. They're going for 100% or 90% or what have you. If Iran gets a nuclear weapon, everything changes there. Israel is sick and tired of the threat. They can't go for the next 300 years having a state nearby constantly threatening them. Every Christian Lebanese person has fled Lebanon because Iran has helped destabilize that country. They're all in Canada. There's a million shawarma places because of Iran. All right? Christian Lebanese people would love to go back home and reclaim their homeland. Gaza. Iran has financed Hamas, just a constant adjutant for everybody involved over there. I'm not making judgment. I think a lot has gone off the rails. Lots imbalanced. Point is, we should take Iran seriously. We can't stick our heads in the sand and go like, well, maybe they don't have one. And then one day wake up to find the Holy Land is now radioactive, that Jesus's tomb or whatever is now radioactive, and that all this stuff is now uninhabitable for the next 10,000 years, and we have maybe 10 million dead people on the scene. We would have to live with that for hundreds of years. And nobody wants to go through that emotional roller coaster ride. So here's the deal. They decapitate the leadership in Iran. They find the nuclear facilities, destroy it, keep losses down to a minimal amount. And at the end of the day, the Iranian people will be able to choose a new path for themselves, ideally. Or it sets the nuclear program back so far that they can't recover it. It would be great to have an Iran without the Ayatollah and all these other nutballs. The Iranian people have to have a future too. But right now, there's no future for Lebanon. There's no future for Israel or Palestine. There's no future for Iran, like I said, if everything remains in place. And the rest of the Middle East doesn't need this fucking gun to their head. Everybody's tired of it. So if they can minimize death and all that stuff and take out the nuclear program and have Iran join the world again with proper trade and be part of proper organizations and lift all the sanctions so their people aren't suffering, this is all the better. So all this talk about let's punish Trump if American soldiers go there, I'm not going to get into that. It doesn't sound good either way. But for everybody involved, we can't let the crazy guy next door go buy a pistol down at Cabela's. He's threatened everybody. He's threatened the Goldsteins next door. He's a nutball. And this idea of, well, let's wait until he actually has a gun and let's see if he actually pulls the trigger, then we'll react. That shit ain't gonna float.